What is going on, YouTube Nation? This is Dark Dividend. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that when there's future videos. So I have two wows. First of all, the Browns with their victory over the 49ers. I was very surprised. They physically dominated San Francisco 49ers. So I have to represent Cleveland Browns football. The other thing is my dividend portfolio. The dividend snowball effect is really kicking in. These past few days have been excellent dividend days. I've been buying American Tower, been buying a lot of dividend stocks. And I'm going to reveal that to you. And guess what? I did put some money in yesterday, so I'll reveal to you my dividend buys. But guess what? Some passive income's causing me to buy other dividend stocks and I don't have to put any more money in. So this is what I like about this. This is why I'm putting money in, to let my dividend stocks do the talking for me and the passive income to do the talking for me. Now I'm backing it up, showing you these videos. So if you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Smash that like button. Let's check out my dividend income and dividend stock buys out right now. So first, I'm at right now with the Death Star $74,332.86. So I'm getting close to that $100,000 mark. And it's going to get to the point where I'm going to ask myself, do I need to put in more money? Okay, is TSLY, NVDY, are these covered call and these option income ETFs going to do the work for me so I don't have to put any more money in? And right now, you're starting to see the dividend snowball effect. So let's check this out. So first, I'm just going to do a recap with my most recent big dividend day. On October 11th, I received $17.86 at Kilroy Realty, $7.38 with Getty Realty Corp, $40.05 with IIPR, $39.93 with Trinity Capital, $6.15 with Brightspire Capital, Blue Owl Capital Corp, I made $16.33. Care Trust REIT, I made $3.82. Then Trinity Capital, there's that extra $4.07. Agree Realty Corporation, I made $2.35. And then Spirit Realty Capital, I made $37.02. So I'm going to show you my buys real quick for the 13th, which I should reveal to you. I bought American Tower and I went in American Tower. But then all of a sudden, these dividends really started kicking in with CubeSmart. I made $18.14. WP Carey, I made $8.11. Fifth Third Bank Corp, I made $19.57. And US Bank Corp, I made $23.02. So with that dividend income, that gave me 8 buys, which I'll go over. But I'm going to go over my most recent buys, which was yesterday. So basically, I threw in $500. I received $149.67 in dividends, and that got me Capital Southwest Corporation, total of $52.01. That got me 2.36 shares. American Tower, I got 2.35 shares. So again, the passive income from the dividends and dollar cost averaging got me 2.35 shares. Premier Financial Corp, that got me like a little bit more of a quarter of a share. Kroger, that got me like almost next to nothing, 0.05 shares, but still it's better than nothing. Bank OZK got me 0.36 shares. National Storage Affiliates, it got me 0.79 shares. Fifth Third Bank Corp, it got me 1.48 shares. Flowers Foods, it got me 4.65 shares. Medifast, it got me 0.43 shares. So the passive income, let me get back to this. There we go. So the passive income from CubeSmart, WP Carey, Fifth Third Bank Corp, and US Bank Corp just bought me today $4.43 of Simon Property Group, $7.29 of Vici Properties, $7.74 at CubeSmart. 1523 of Flowers Foods, 513 of Fifth Third Bancorp, 842 of Premier Financial Corp, 153 with Medifast, and 1911 with Kroger. So right now, I'm going to be, within the next 2 weeks, buying Hormel Foods. And I'm going to go over Hormel Foods for you. And right now, with this significant dip in the past 5 years, they've been down 21.85%. They were, at one point, they were beating the S&P, and they took a nosedive. Year to date, they're down 28.72%. They have a nice dividend yield. They have a rich tradition of hiking dividends. They're sitting at 2044. Average volume 2.85 million. The market cap is 17.84 billion US dollars. Year range is 30.70 to 49.73. Day range is $32 to 32.65. Previous closes 32.12. So let's go into Hormel Foods as a company real quick. And this is why I like these guys. These guys are in an in-demand company, and I'm going to review their products that they bring to the table to consumers. These guys are pretty powerful. So they have some of their brands. They have Hormel Chili, Premium Chicken Breast, Chi-Chi's brand. I remember Chi-Chi's restaurant. Loved them. And now they just kind of are no longer a restaurant. They have the Hormel. And I'm telling you, if you go in the grocery section, you see so many Hormel Foods logos. Okay, the Black Label Bacon, Burke. Corn Nuts is a big one. One that I find is really big is Dinty Moore. They have Hormel Gatherings, the Fuse Burger, the Fire Braised Meats, Herbox. That's huge for, I'm going to tell you, in the hospital, when people have like clear liquid diets, they use these products. So people that have gastrointestinal bleeds before they upgrade their diet or after they're scoped with the EGD, or if they get a colonoscopy, they're usually on these type of things before they, or clear liquids. And Herbox, I've seen this in the hospital a lot. Like with, that's one thing that people will order. I've also seen Hormel pepperoni a lot, and Stag chili is a big one. Spam's a popular product. Now, Thick and Easy, I want to go over this one. Planters is a big one, of course. But Thick and Easy, this is another thing. So right here, this is one thing that people need. And this brand I see all over the hospital. So people that have dysphagia or swallowing issues from strokes, dementia, physiologic things that happen, they're going to need thickened foods. And Hormel is huge with this. I see this in the hospital. I see their packets all the time. I see this in nursing homes. So this is one huge thing to bring to the table. And guess what? Baby boomers are retiring. Unfortunately, there's an obesity rate, and there's a rise in hypertension. There's a rise in strokes. So if people are getting a stroke, they're going to be using these products. So this is a no-brainer for me to buy them. And yes, I will be buying Hormel Foods. I'm just telling you that right now. And it'd be crazy for me to sell them because I see their products. I see their in-demand products. And when I would go to Penn Station for subs, guess what? You see the Hormel logo everywhere on display. So they bring a lot to the table. So this is one reason that, this is a big one right here. This Hormel Thick and Easy is one big reason why I like them. And another thing is, go to a grocery store and you'd be surprised at how many times you see the Hormel logo or those brands I went over. There's a lot. There's things that I didn't even know. And I have reviewed these guys before, and you start seeing that in the store. It's like, wow, these guys own them. These guys are pretty big. And this is kind of what sold me on them. Now, again, you have to do your due diligence. There's a little bit of a decline in the price per share, but for somebody like me, hey, I'm going in. And I'm going to show you a few more things about them. And again, don't quote me on this. I don't see this happening anytime soon, but they have a history of 6 stock splits. The most recent stock split was on February 10th, 2016. So again, nothing's set in stone, but I like their stock split history. That's one thing that did attract me a little bit to them, and I really like that about them. But we need to look a little bit more into Hormel Foods. So I'm going to go over the most recent trends too, but their revenue has been pretty consistent with increases. So annually in millions US dollars, 2016, 9,523, 2017, 9,167, 2018, 9,545, 2019, 9,497, 2020, 9,608, 2021, 11,386, and 2020, 12,458. So that is quite impressive. Okay, there is an increase in revenue, which is good. I like increases in revenue. This is what attracts me to REITs. The revenue is going up and FFO is good. Love it. Now the revenue's gone up with this. So this is very attractive for me to buy. I'm going to go over a few more things. So I'm going to go over their earnings per share. So their big thing about earnings per share can be defined as a company's net earnings or losses attributable to common shareholders per diluted share base, which includes all the convertible securities and debt, options, and warrants. 2020, their earnings per share was 166, a 7.78% decline from 2019. 2021, their earnings per share was 166, a 0% decline from 2020. 2022, their earnings per share was 182, a 9.64% increase from 2021. Earnings per share for the 12 months ending in July 31st, 2023 is 160, a 12.57% decline year over year. Hormel Foods earnings per share for the quarter ending in July 31st, 2023 was 30 cents, a 25% decline year over year. I'm still not too concerned about that. I'm going to go over the most recent trends as well. So I'm going to go over their annual income statements and everything. So revenue, it was up 2018. The change was 4.13%. Operating expense was up 10.79%. And then income was up 19.53%. Net profit margin was 10.60, was up 14.72%. Earnings per share, 178. It was up 13.32%. EBITDA, 1.30 billion. It was down 4.98%. Effective tax rate, 14.28%. 2019, there was a little bit of a decrease in revenue. Net income, it wasn't too big. 2020, the revenue did go up. The operating expense did go up. Net profit margin went down a little bit. Earnings per share was down 4.60%. So, but I want to go over 2022. Good trend. Revenue was at 12.46 billion. Year-to-year change was 9.42%. The operating expense was up 6.87%. Net income was up 10.03%. Net profit margin was 0.63%. Earnings per share was up. It was 5.20%. EBITDA was 14.98%. That was at 1.55 billion. That's pretty good. But let's go over quarterly statements real quick. So July 2022, the revenue was a little bit down. Operating expense, net income was down 25.65. Net profit margin was down 23.86. But let's start in January. Revenue went down 2.41%. Operating expense was down 1.73. Net income was down 9.12%. Net profit margin was down 6.86%. Earnings per share was down 9.09%. April, revenue was down 3.84%. Operating expense was down 5.42%. Net income was down 16.96%. Net profit margin was down 13.61%. Earnings per share was down 16.67%. And then July, revenue was down 2.34%. Again, the revenue still was 2.96 billion. Net income was down 25.69%. Net profit margin was a little bit down 23.86%. The earnings per share, it appears to be kind of equilibrium. EBITDA 19.28%. So again, there's some things that are some red flags, but I'm going to go in. I like their demand, and they're so cheap right now, so why not? And tomorrow, my TSLY and NVDY can buy this. So I'm going to take the risk with buying Hormel Foods. I'm going to jump to their dividend history as well. They have pretty good dividend growth. So here's quarterly, their quarterly dividend stock. And 2011 is 13 cents, 2012 15 cents, 2013 17 cents, 2014 20 cents, 2015 25 cents, and then you see that split. It went to 15 cents, 2017 17 cents, 2018 19 cents, to 21 cents, 2020 was 23 cents, to 25 cents in 2021, 2022 is 26 cents, and then 2023 it was 28 cents. Their payout ratio is decent, 64%. I'm not too concerned. Dividend growth in 5 years, 7.24%. Dividend increases in the past 5 years is 5. You bought one share, you made 110 with a 3.42% dividend yield. So again, I'm diversifying my portfolio. I'm still going after the real estate sector and financial sector, but I really like Hormel Foods. That's going to be my new dividend stock that I'm buying. And I'll reveal to you how many shares I buy probably tomorrow, because TSLY and NVDY will be buying some of that. And I may just throw in maybe $200, $300 and see what happens if I'll buy more shares of them. So let me know what you think of this video. How's your dividend portfolio doing? And do you like my buy with Hormel Foods? If you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so don't miss future videos. This is Dark Dividend. You guys have a great Tuesday. Take care. And I'm going to jump to my disclaimer. So as a reminder, this is a disclaimer. Do not use this in any form of financial advice. Make sure you do your due diligence when you invest in dividend stocks, and seek financial advice from a financial advisor, somebody to give financial advice. Again, this channel is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I have a disclaimer in the description, and I will be buying Hormel Foods in the next 72 hours. The stocks that I own in this dividend portfolio, I have not sold. Something drastically would happen to have me sell them, I would do it, but nothing really has happened. So again, investing the risk. You can gain money, you can lose money. So make sure you are aware that you can lose money buying stocks or investing. You take care and have a great Tuesday. And again, this is not, and do not take this in any form of financial advice. Entertainment purposes only. Check out my disclaimer. Take care.